he's right. He in his warped mind, he actually thinks he's right because he was on. Dynamite. What's the last cup of tea you got for us?
Okay, so I definitely want to leave on a high note. Back to the Kardashian family. So,
Lord, they're killing me.
One of the original kings of comedy, Mr. D.L. Hughley. I think he's funny. As he's gotten older, I don't particularly always agree with what he says, but in this instance, I agree with the message. The messenger, but the message was valid, right? So the message was centered around somebody in an interview had asked him, what he thought about like Kanye, like his mental health and this, that, and the third. And in the clip, DL was like, Kanye is wrong. He is stalking this woman. He is harassing this woman. He is berating this woman. And he was like, if that was my daughter, there would be no more talking. I absolutely agree. And Nafi said this as well. Like we are letting Kanye's actions, go unchecked because of his artistic creativity.
A perceived artistic creativity, because I don't even find that to be. I don't think his artistic creativity is that great, to be honest. But
and it should not be the case, because if he was just some regular schmegular Joe, would have been dragged a long time ago. Mental health.
I could come outside your house as a person if you were saying, "Oh, hi," and I was out there with the boombox playing your favorite love song, somebody would come out there and try and stop me. Like people really do be out here like testing the limits of their own privilege. And I've said this once, I said this before. The only thing that separates Kanye West from being stopped by law enforcement right now is 1.1 B. Right? Mm-hmm. He's a billionaire. Then number 2, the fact is, did you see the story about Pete Davidson releasing the text messages?
I did see that.
And I was reading those text messages, and it just confirmed something that I understand to be true. He actually thinks he's right. He in his warped mind, he actually thinks he's right, because he was on. Pete Davis is a savage because he took a picture in Kanye West's bed. It said, I'm in the bed with your wife, like your ex-wife. Yeah. But he then starts speaking to him on some real life shit, like, we can settle this like men. We can do this like this. And I'm here to tell you right now, everybody, listen to me. Pete Davis, do not go to Sunday service, because it's not going to be a Sunday service. It's going to be your funeral. There's no way you're going to leave that building alive after what you just did. And if there is no reproach, because guess what's next? Now that divorce has been confirmed, it's going to go down to the kids. And there's just so much evidence. And I think it's important for Pete Davis to do the right thing here, which is shut the fuck up. Because if there's an argument to be made that he is hostile, and there's opportunity of him being hostile to the kids, that's going to go into the decision of him being dated with Kim. So I don't know if he's really happy with her. I hope they are. To be honest, I've said Kim Kardashian's name 5 times in this podcast, which is 4 times one too many. So I'm tired of it. I'm over it. That's just it for me. But God have mercy. Let the situation just be over with.
I don't know. I just feel like DL's comments obviously triggered Kanye, because Kanye's response was like, he talked about, not having like somebody who is addicted to drugs giving people advice. And it's like, bruh, kettle pot. Like, who are you to be throwing stones at this man? And you aren't even under control yourself.
DL Hughley used to have a drug problem?
DL Hughley did, he definitely did at one point have a drug addiction.
I don't know. Like the raging 80s cocaine type thing with Eddie Murphy and all of them?
Pretty strong stuff, and alcoholism, but he did have he did struggle with drugs, which is why, I mean, if you look at him, he's obviously aged a lot faster than what he normally would have.
Yeah,
he's been through some.
Yeah,
but if DL were to attack Kanye's mental health in that manner, as Kanye is attacking DL's drug addiction,
we'd be calling him out.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's
Yeah.
like, no, you can't be like y'all can't sit up here and be flip-flopping and these super fans are just rolling with it, right? And these
Hmm.
super fans they act like they know these celebrities and they go out there and they cause harm to other people. Like, sit down. Just sit down. Like Kanye was fine without social media, and now that he's gotten on social media, it is a freaking shit show.
Mm.
24 hours a day. Like him and Trump need to like do their own thing. He can be on Trump's station and spew
I
all the stuff that he
I
wants.
told you, Kanye West is the Black Trump. Period.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane. And
For
it's just
me,
when your kids look back at this, how are you going to explain this to your kids? In
especially
some way,
since
he's
some of them are
trying to
already
like,
on social media. Isn't
oh, absolutely.
West is already on social media? North.
Yeah, yeah, North is on social media, which is like what triggers him. So it turns into being proactive about like not letting North have a TikTok, and then it just always takes a left turn, and it's like, Kim, I want you back. Keep these people away from my kids, and you didn't let me see my kids. And Kim's like, bro, you was just here this morning to take them to school. Like, what are you talking about?
He's a
He's
psychopath.
just he's unhinged.
So how does this end? Is Kanye West going to jail? He's going to
No,
get
of
help,
course not. Of course not. None of the above.
or is he going to end up hurting somebody? Going to have to hurt him because he's doing something stupid.
I think honestly, I think Kanye is going to reach a point where he's no longer, making these like 1 minute videos. He's going to be pulling up to her house with these recordings, like he's TMZ or something, and putting them on blast on camera.
All
Go big or go home for Kanye. I
right.
suppose.
All right. Hopefully he doesn't go to the big house. But for everything else between time and meantime, Keisha, where can they find us? Cool.